What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh.
Welcome back to the High Level Masterclass. This is the introduction to the SaaS mode.
Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They weigh me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm trying to live inside the upside down. For a minute and pretend. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10.
Welcome back to the High Level Masterclass. This is the introduction to the SaaS mode. Hey, what's up, everyone? Now, what is SaaS? You may have heard this. Now, what exactly is SaaS? Well, SaaS stands for Software as a Service. Now, what is SaaS? You may have heard this. Now, what? Son of a biscuit.
It's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head.
Now, what exactly is SaaS? Well, SaaS stands for Software as a Service. It is basically the act of creating a piece of software to solve a specific problem for a user.
Honey, I'm a perfect 10.
Now, high level.
It gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think. Honey, I'm a perfect.
Now, High Level allows you to create a white label version of their software, as we've covered in previous modules. It allows you to customize it with your own branding. You can customize it with your own brand. You to customize it with your own branding. Covered in previous modules. It allows you. You can customize it with your own branding. You can change the UI, and then you can also add and remove any system. Then you can also create your own system and features within your own software. You can change. Customize it with your own branding. You can change the UI, and then you can also add and remove any system. Then you can also create your own system and features within your own software. Customize it with your own branding. You can change the UI, and then you can also add and remove any system. Then you can also UI and then you can also create your own system and features within your own software. Your own software. Then you can also add your own system and add features to this software. You can change the UI, then you can also create your own system and features within your own software. And you can also add your own system and add features to this software. You can change the UI, then you can also add your own system and add features to this software. And this allows you to create a piece of tech that is 100% unique to you and your brand and your business. So that way you can then resell this software to your customers on a subscription basis for whatever price you want. What's going on, everyone? As long as it is more than $97 a month, as long as it is more than $97 a month per high levels terms of use. Per month per high levels terms of use. You can't sell it for anything less than that. Because $97 a month is their basic. Because $97 a month is their lowest price, so you can't undercut high level. Because $97 a month is their lowest price, so you can't undercut high level. You'll get in trouble. So what are we going to cover in this module? To navigate, first off, we're going to navigate the entirety of the SaaS configurator. And then we're going to go over configurator. And then we're going to go over creating plans and then the pricing points. Essentially creating packages for your software. And then we're going to add the features. Then we're going to cover how you go about adding the features to your packages. Then we're going to cover how you go about adding the features to your packages, in addition to modifying any of the rebilling. And I'll tell you exactly what. Hey, what's up, King Dale? How you doing, brother? That means. And I'll tell you exactly what that means in just a bit. Then we'll go about customizing your welcome email. And so that by the end of this module, you will have all the knowledge to build, package, and sell your own software to customers. Then you will also have the know-how to modify the rebilling. You also have the know-how to modify the rebilling of your software packages, allowing you to make money from the use of the eternal. Then you also have the know-how to modify the rebilling of your software packages, which will allow you to make money from the use of the eternal features. You also have the know-how to modify the And you also have the know-how to modify the rebilling of your software packages, which will allow you to make money from the use of the eternal features. Oh, my video glitched. That's annoying. Oh well. Like I mentioned, I will tell you exactly what rebilling is and I will tell you exactly what rebilling is and how you can make money from people actually just using the system. Aside from them actually subscribing to it, you make money from them actually using it. And not only that, but you will also have a customized welcome email that will be sent to any new subscribers of your software automatically. It'll automatically send them their login information. It'll send them everything they need to know, including all the automatically. It'll send them everything they need to know, including all the login information that they need to sign in to use your software. So before we get started, make sure that you need, in order to enable the SaaS mode, before we get started, in order to enable the SaaS mode, you need to have the Agency Pro plan. As I mentioned in previous modules, or if you're watching this on YouTube, sign up to the 30-day free trial using the link down below. Or else you can't do this. Or else you can't do this. It's a 30-day free trial, plenty of time for you to set everything up, try everything out, 100% free, 100% risk-free. Trial, plenty of time for you to set everything up, try everything out. %100% risk-free. And now you also must have Stripe connected to your account. You cannot create products if you don't have a Stripe account. So refer back to module 1.10, which is, so refer back to module section 1. So refer back to module 1.10, which is where you integrate Stripe. 1.10 1.10, which is where you integrate Stripe if you skip this module. Which is where you integrate Stripe if you skip this module. If you're watching this on YouTube, this entire course is 100% free. The link to join is down below. Which is where you integrate Stripe if you skip this module. If you're watching this on YouTube, this entire course is This entire course is 100% free. The link to join is down below. The link to this course is down in the description. The link to join course is down in the description. So without further ado, let's navigate to the SaaS configurator in your. So without further ado, let's navigate to the SaaS configurator. Alright, got my blue light glasses on so I don't burn my eyeballs out. Alright, got my blue light glasses on so I don't SaaS configurator. Alright, got my blue light glasses on so I don't burn my eyeballs out. So navigate to the SaaS configurator once you signed up to the Agency Pro plan. Once you signed up to the Agency Pro plan. Again, the link to do that is down below. So within the agency view, go to the SaaS configurator that should be popping up here. Now I'm using Eternium. So now I'm using the Eternium Business Hub, so my UI will be a little bit different from yours, but I'm using the Eternium Business Hub, so my UI will be a little bit different from yours, but you should see it on the side on the left over here. So just go to SaaS Configurator. It'll bring you up to something like this. Now, by default, you will have different packages. So by default, you will have about 3 different packages already set up for you. Thing like this. So by default, you will have about 3 different packages already set up for you. So you can modify them as is, but to make things easier, I would just go in and for you. So you can modify them as is, but to make things easier, I would just go in and delete them. So click the 3 dots and then delete each plan. Once you do that, we can add your own. So go to this little box here, add your plan. Our plan. So to create our plan, obviously we're going to need a name. So I will name mine Example Plan. And then the description, this is for you. Your clients will not be able to see this. So test plan for YouTube and tyrants. And tyrants. Okay, and then once we have that, go to next, and then the category. So if you have category, so the category is how category. So the category, go to next, and then the go to next, and so the category is how you separate your plans. So you can have a bunch of different plans for different kinds of things, but typically you only want one category. So within the category, you will have category. So within the category, you will have a hierarchy. So you can have like a basic plan, a plus plan, and a premium plan all in one category. So if someone's at the basic plan, they can upgrade to the plus plan, and then the upgrade cost will be all within there. So basically the category is just a hierarchy of the packages. And then the upgrade cost will be all within there. So basically the category is just a hierarchy of the packages, simply put. So I have the default right here. You can see once you select it, you will have the ability to change the hierarchy. So I can have the basic subscription for Eternium Business Hub be the bottom tier, and then the example plan can be more of a premium. It can be more of a premium package. The bottom tier, and then the example plan can be more of a premium package. So for the sake of doing that, premium package. So for the sake of doing that, we'll just go with this. And then you can set your monthly price plan. So I'm going to do $199 a month. What the heck? So obviously this is pretty self-explanatory. The monthly price I'll do, it can be more of a premium package. So for the sake of doing that, we'll just go with this, and then you can set your monthly price plan. We'll just go with this. So obviously this is pretty self-explanatory. The monthly price that you want, I'll just set to $99, and then for the annual price, I'll do $900. And then for the annual price, I'll just do $999. And then for the annual price, I'll just do $999. You're effectively, the common practice is to just multiply the monthly by 10, so people are incentivized to get those 2 months for free because they're paying for 10 months where they're getting 12 months. And then for the annual price, I'll just do $999. You're effectively, the common practice, $99. Common practice is to just multiply the monthly by 10, so people are incentivized to get those 2 months for free because they're paying for 10 months where they're getting 12 months. But you can change it however you see fit. Then the user limit, also self-explanatory. It's off by default, but if you only want 50 users of your software, you can do that. Add some scarcity to it. Then you can also add a contact limit. To it. Then you can also add a contact limit. Your software, you can do that. Add some scarcity to it. Then you can also add a contact limit. So how many people can they have within their software? Within their software. So how many contacts can they have within their software? Then you can also add a contact limit. So how many people can they have within their software? So how many contacts can they have within their software? To it. Then you can also add a contact limit. So how many contacts can they have within their software? So how many contacts can they have within their account on your software? I don't really see a use for this, so I wouldn't enable this, but I wouldn't enable this. So how many contacts can they have within their software? So how many contacts can they have within their account? And then we're just going to go next. So step 4, features and snapshot. This is where you
What in the fuck happened? Wow. OBS, man.
Step 4, features and snapshot. This is where you customize the features within your package. So we've touched on snapshots a bit. If you are then we're just going to go next. So step 4, features and snapshot.
Bruh. Am I going to have to record this entire thing? All over again. Fuck's sake. Oh well.
So, step 4, features and snapshot. This is where you customize the features within your package. So, we've touched on snapshots a bit. If you are in we've touched on snapshots a bit. If you are in the high level course, if you are in the high level masterclass, you get the massive snapshot for free. You get the massive snapshot for free. So you can add that snapshot. So how you were able to use that snapshot, you can add. If you are in the high-level masterclass, if you are watching this, so we've touched on snapshots a bit. If you are in the high-level masterclass, if you are watching this from the masterclass, you should have downloaded the masterclass snapshot. The snapshot is effectively a preset system. This from the masterclass. You should have downloaded the masterclass snapshot. The snapshot is effectively a preset system that you create within high level. Preset system that you create within high level that you can attach to this plan. So not only so you can create custom websites, plan. So you can create custom websites, custom workflows, forms, calendars, basically anything you want that you can include as a part of your software package. And not only that, but you can also add and disable any of the built-in features of high level to include as a product, to include of high level to include in your software as well. So by default, you can't disable any of these 8 features here.
I'm tired. It's pretty boring.
To include in your software as well. So by default, you can't disable any of these 8 features here. But you can disable or re-enable anything that you want. But you can disable or re-enable disable or disable re-enable anything that you want, depending on the package that you're offering. So take some time, think about that. Think about your audience.
Yo, Sophia, thanks for the sub. Welcome.
So take some time, think about that.
Normally the streams aren't this boring, but I've been up for 13 hours now, and yes, finishing out the daily work. So very low energy, but I showed up.
So take some time, think about that.
But I appreciate you.
Think about your audience. Think about your audience. Think about your market. Think about what they want, and then think of different offers you can do with the pack, with the different packages you can do with the different packages. But try to keep it as simple as possible. Do not overcomplicate it and have a bunch of different packages, because it's going to be kind of a pain to keep track of what package contains what. Because there are so many different features within high level. And if you have a bunch of packages, with different little nuances to them,
Oh my goodness.
you're gonna constantly just being confused yourself. And then if you're confused about your own package, you're gonna constantly just being confused yourself. And then if you're confused about your own packages, then your customers and leads are all going to be confused as well. So keep it simple. But once you have that, I'm just going to reselect all of these again. Again, keeping it simple.
I'll be right here.
I only have one package for the Eternium Business Hub.
What is happening? Hold up. Oh, okay.
I only have one package for the Eternium Business Hub. So we'll just go next. And then here, step 5, trial and credit. We'll just go next. And then,
Oh, I gotta sneeze.
and then here, step 5, trial and credits. You can activate the trial period. So if you want to give your customers a free trial, you can do that here. You can do that here. Free trial. You can do that here. You can select the amount of time. You can have up to 30 days. But anywhere from 7 to 14 is pretty good, but you can do whatever you want as usual. Then you can also add Then you can also give them free credits. Then you can also give them free credits when they sign up. So what this is, so the credits will allow them to use sign up. So the credits will allow them to use the paid services within the Go High Level software. The Go High Level software. Meaning that if they set up a phone system or an email system, remember, every time they use it, it'll cost fractions of a cent. So every time they use it, if they have a huge email list, and they start sending emails out to that, it's going to start racking up some cost, So figure out a fine balance. You want to figure out a fine balance between how much you want to give them for free. How much use of these systems that you want for free. How much use of these systems that you want to give them for free. So with the Attorney and Business Hub, for reference, I give them $10 every single month of recurring credits, of one-time credits. So every month they have up to $10 of use of single month of recurring credits. Of one-time credits. So every month they have up to $10 of use of emails or SMS messaging or content AI or all these other things that cost money that they can burn up for free. But once they pass the $10 threshold, then they're going to start having to pay that for themselves. Which brings us to the next point, if we click next, to the rebilling. So here is where we set up the price for all of these systems. After they surpass that $10, these systems after they surpass that $10 threshold. In my case, in your case, it's whatever you set in the trial and credits section.
Mormon missionaries knocked on my door. And I was actually recording this.
With all due respect. Out of my caffeine mode. Dollar threshold that I have section. So after they surpass that $10 threshold, all of these systems. So after they surpass the $10, the rebilling. So here's where we set up the price for all of these systems. So after they surpass, next to the rebilling. So after they surpass the $10 threshold that I have set, obviously it's going to, the rebilling is what, obviously it's going to, so the rebilling, these other things that cost money that they can burn up for free. But once they pass the $10 threshold, then they're going to start having to pay that for themselves. Which brings us to the next point, if we click next, to the rebilling. So after they surpass the $10 threshold that I have set, obviously it's going to is what, so the rebilling is what they, so the rebilling is what it's going to cost them per message. So the rebilling is what it's going to cost them per message. So the rebilling is what you are going to charge.
Oh my goodness.
So the rebilling is what you are going to charge your clients. So the rebilling is what you're going to charge your customers for each system. So the rebilling is what you are going to charge your clients. So the rebilling is what you're going to charge your customers for each system. And you can set the rebilling for the phone system, for the emails, for the premium triggers and actions, for the email verification, for content AI, workflow AI, conversation AI, WhatsApp conversion, and the reviews AI. So to do that, obviously you'll just click here, the phone system, and it'll show you the margin, the phone system. It'll show you the margin for the markup. So typically I believe 1.2 times. So I'm making 20% of the charge as profit. And then you can see as you adjust this slider what the price will be, what the price is for you, what the price is for you, and then what is charged, to the customer. For you, and then what is charged to the customer. And then it'll give you a little baseline of what $10 will give your client or your customer. And then it'll also show you how much you'll make. For the rebilling. So in this instance, the phone system, when they're making calls, so it'll cost you about $1 for the rebilling. So in this instance, the phone system, so it'll cost you about almost 1.5 cents per minute when you make a call, and then less than a cent per minute when you receive a call. Less than a cent per minute when you receive a call. So if you have, let's do for the sake of example. So if you have, for the sake of example, a 1.5 time markup. So if you have, for the sake of example, a 1.5 time markup, when your customer makes a call using your system, it'll charge them about 2 cents per minute. And then when they receive a call, about 1.2 cents per minute. Cents per minute. Then also you have the text messaging here. Then also you have the text messaging here, and it's charged per segment. Now a segment is kind of a pain to explain, so I'll just link the documentation to that below where you can read, and hopefully it'll make more sense. But essentially, a segment, but if you use stuff like emojis, a segment is a certain amount of text. But if you use stuff like emojis, an emoji will kind of skyrocket the amount of segments used for whatever reason. Amount of segments used for whatever reason, just because it's a lot of data in that. But long story short, it's per text basis. But long story short, it's the amount of text in the of segments used for whatever reason. It's per text basis. Long story short, but long story short, it's the amount of text in the message. And if you want to keep costs low, don't use emojis. Then it'll also show you the amount of profit you make. So if you go in here, you can change, if you go in here, you can change the price of each setting. So for the emails, you can change all of that. For the premium triggers and actions, email verification, content AI, literally everything. You can change the markup margin to whatever you want, and then you can also disable it if you want, which I would not recommend because you don't want to have to pay for your client's usage of your system. And if you do, like I said, and if you do, like I mentioned, you can give them credits. So that way they're not always paying for, and if you do, like I mentioned, you can give them credits. So that way they're not credits. So that way they're not always paying for their usage or their usage. You can give them $10, $20, $30 of use per month for using this. So take some time, figure that out. And then adjust everything accordingly, depending on your market, depending on your target audience. This can be very important. So once you have all of this configured, just go ahead, click finish. And so now you have your plan. You can see that there's no...
Scared the shit out of me. Yo, Alex with a 369 donation. Brother, how are you doing? I'm falling asleep over here. I'm tired. Woke up at 1:50 in the morning.
You can see that there's no...
Oh, glad to hear. How was work? It's 3:54 for me right now.
So now that we have the example plan, you can always, and don't worry, you can always go into this little, so now that we have the example plan, you can always, and don't worry, you can always go into this little pencil icon and you can change all the information for the plan whenever you want. Information for the plan.
Oh, right on. I took a nap too today at like 10 to noon. See, I was dying.
For the plan whenever you want.
Glad to hear work went well though. Ooh.
And then if you have Stripe connected too, this will populate as a product in your Stripe account. And then next, if we go over to advanced settings, this is where we can change things like the subscription settings, the welcome emails, and then also add any categories for our packages. So in the subscription settings, by default, these are pretty, by default, you don't really need to mess with these. By default, you don't really need to mess with these. By default, you don't really need to mess with these because it'll automatically suspend. It'll automatically suspend the sub account when the subscription fails. So it'll disable their account when they no longer are. It'll disable their account. It'll disable their.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. It's a new style of video editing I'm doing for the Eternium brand. So hopefully that is the last, or this is the last old style of, I guess, tutorial that I have to edit. Because I recorded this a few days ago, I just never got around to doing it. For sure. Yeah, the first video, the audio was kind of wonky. It was just clipping kind of hard, but yeah, getting the workflow down, so it is getting easier to do, and quality's getting better. And I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the logo animation too. Definitely gives off the feel of a very powerful company, well-established company, $1 billion company.
When the subscription fails, so when they no longer are.
Yeah, it was After Effects.
It'll disable their account when they're no longer subscribed to the software. That's fails. So it'll disable their account when they're no longer subscribed to the software. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, After Effects is definitely something that I slept on for a while. Very powerful.
And then also, you can allow the sub-account admins to upgrade their subscription. You can turn this on if you want. I have this off because I only have one software package.
And yeah, it's funny that you brought up the social media planner and posting this morning, because I literally had just gotten done recording it. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, bro, I believe it. After Effects is stuff you can make on that is mad clean. I actually got a customer. He signed up for the free trial last week, and then yesterday his payment went through, so technically you would be the second. I just haven't. I've been kind of keeping that kind of stuff away from social media just to see, like, for two reasons. Because one, my audience watches those videos, so I don't want to get their money and then be like, oh yeah, I made this much money from my software. And then also I feel like a lot of the stuff that I've announced, the worst case scenario has happened because people's energy or whatever, I don't know. I feel like when I announce stuff, something bad happens for whatever reason. I could be manifesting that, but it's been a reoccurring coincidence. And then, so I've been keeping it on the DL. Yeah, once I get to a certain point, then I'll kind of release more of that as time goes on, but I'm trying to get traction. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Get it to work first, and then once it's working, then talk about it. 100%. And then, yeah, in the meantime, just pumping out those perfect, not perfect tutorials, but those perfected tutorials, I guess I'll call them, because they just look really, really nice. Just keep pumping those out every day, let people know of all the features. And I need to reformat them, or create a different format of them for TikTok, and like a short version. The vertical format, very rapid fire, in addition to the longer ones, so I can hit on all sides at once. Frequencies for sure are definitely real, which is another thing that I slept on for a long time. Exactly, and with the longer ones too, I'll end up turning those into videos for YouTube. Possibly once I get caught up on all my long form there, my calendar. But yeah, like I said, this should be my last long form video that I'm editing in this old ass style. Because I got a software that makes it really easy to do those tutorials, but I have to do it on my Mac because it's a Mac only application. But it makes it really easy for those zoom ins and the cursor and all that stuff. No, that makes sense. Did I ever respond to your DM? Because I definitely looked at it. I know I replied to you while we were live, but I don't think I ever sent you a message. Because you get all that food from that farmer's market that you're also building the website for, right? And then you can also allow sub-account administrators to cancel their subscription. Oh, shit.
pretty good thing to have enabled so you don't trap your people into being subscribed unless they contact you directly. That's also a no-brainer. Then here in the welcome email, this is where you can modify the email that is sent to your customers once they sign up to your software. So by default, I will show you your software. So mine, I will show you, if we go to view, this is my email that is sent out. So you can see mine, I will show you, if we go to view, this is my email that is sent out. So you can see I have my branding, I have our little slogan there. And then I have the account details. So the first name. So it just gives them information about. And then I have our little slogan there. So it just gives them information about what they used to sign up, and then, you know, a little bit of, and then it also has a button for them to sign up, and then it also has a button for them to log in. So if I click that, then if I click that, them to log in. So if I click that, it'll bring them to the login dashboard. All of their, for them to log in. Then if I click that, it'll bring them to the login dashboard with all of their information attached to it. So then they can sign up, change their password, all that fun stuff. That way they can sign up, that way they can finish their sign up, select their password, and start using the platform. Information attached to it. So then they can sign up, change their password, all that fun stuff. That way, information with to it. So then they can sign up, attached to it. Information attached to it.
Oh man, I'm not a fan of editing. Shit gets old.
Of their, that way they can sign login dashboard. That way they can sign up. That way they can finish their sign up. That way they can finish their sign up, select their password, and start using the platform. So, and then you can also directly customize your email as well. So it's the exact same. So it's the exact same. So you can go in here. So you can go in here. So you can go in here, drag and drop any of the elements you want, add any custom values you want. We're not going to really go into this because By now in this course, you
Yo, what's up, brother? Rushing Water Productions in the house. What's up, my man?
because
I'm falling asleep over here.
by now in this course, you should know how to do this. But you can copy exactly what I have here and then just kind of modify.
What's that? That's right. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm sore. But we still working. That's what we do around here, you know? You already
But
know.
you can copy exactly what I have here and then just kind of modify.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I appreciate you stopping in, saying what's up. Just put my energy out there, so I appreciate you stopping by, you know. Definitely. I'll catch you later, man.
But you can modify the default one, but you can copy exactly what I have here and then just kind of modify.
Yer.
But you can modify the default one. The default one works just fine. The default one works just. But you can modify the default one. The default one works just fine. The default one works just fine. So you can just. But you can modify the default one. The default one works just fine.
Man, talking is not easy.
The default one works just fine. So you can just kind of modify the.
Editing would be so much easier if I could just talk better.
The default one works just fine. So you can just kind of modify the default one, add your own branding. You can do whatever, and then just kind of modify the default one. The default one works just, and then just kind of modify. But you can modify the default one, what I have here, and then just kind of modify. Default one works just fine. The default one works just fine. So you can just.
Thanks, G. Trying to be as professional as possible. Ugh. Doing what I can. I hate editing though. Shit's boring.
Fine. So you can just kind of modify the default one, add your own branding, and just kind of use mine as a baseline too.
I'm gonna do. Thanks, man. I'm gonna do some Elden Ring for like an hour, maybe 2 hours, depending on how long it takes me to finish this. Because I'm gonna do Elden Ring. I've never played it before, but I've heard it's hard, so I'm gonna do push-ups every time I die, and I got my push-up cam all set up right over there. So every time I die, I go over there, do 10 push-ups, then get back to it. To, you know, keep the energy going, get a nice pump, and be somewhat entertaining, hopefully. Have you played Elden Ring?
Just fine. So you can just kind of modify the default one, add your own branding, and just kind of use mine as a baseline too. But you can modify the default one. The default one works just fine. So you can just kind of modify the default one, add your own branding.
Oh, you haven't? I know worse. Yeah, for some reason, Instagram messages don't pop up on the multi-stream chat. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, I'm talking to you. Where you gotta go? No worries, no worries. I appreciate you stopping by. Finish out the day strong. I'll talk to you later, man. do what needs to be done.
So you can just kind of modify the default one, add your own branding, and just kind of use mine as a baseline too. But you can do whatever you want. So now that we have all that done, you can go into security. And from here, you can pause new sub accounts. So if you have this enabled, you are going to need to automatically approve. If you have this enabled, and from here you can pause new sub accounts. So if you have this enabled, you are going to have to manually approve any new user to your software. There are pros and cons to this. The pros are, if someone signs up to your account, let's say you have a free trial. If someone signs up to your software for a free trial, you have to manually approve that. So pros are, if someone signs up to your account, let's say you have a free trial, you have to manually approve that. So the requests will be, that way, if you have like a $10 credit, they will have to wait until $10 credit. They will have
What's
to
up,
wait
everyone?
until you approve their account.
Falling asleep, talk to me. Editing is boring as shit. Not a fan.
So they're not just signing up to all these accounts using a bunch of your systems, sending out any malicious emails or any of these other things that could put your account at risk. But I really wouldn't worry about that. Because people need to sign up with their payment info. But you don't really need to worry about that, but the feature is here if you need it. Because people need to sign up with their payment info. But you don't really need to worry about that, but the feature is here if you need it. Wouldn't worry about that, but you don't really need to worry about that. Because people need to sign up, could put your account at risk. Because I really wouldn't worry about that. Because people need to sign up with their payment info. But you don't really need to worry about that, but the feature is here if you need it. Then you also can set up two-factor authentication. It's also a safeguard to prevent any malicious activity. And then, as I mentioned before, any requests, then as I mentioned before, you can view any of the requests to join here. And then lastly, I will show you how. Then lastly, I will show you how to add your software to your website or funnel so people can then begin to buy it. We're not going to go too deep into the nuances of creating the copy or anything. I'm simply going to show you how you can add this to a funnel to then which you can start to sell your software. So create a funnel. So create a funnel.
Balls.
So create a funnel. So you can use your funnel that you have. Create a funnel. So you can use. So you can use your funnel that you have. So you can use the funnel that we've included. So you can use the funnel that we've created in previous modules. Just go ahead and.
Oh my goodness.
So you can use the funnel that we've created in previous modules. Just go ahead and click on it.
Hour and 18 minutes.
Just go ahead and click on it. And then if you go into products, you can add a product using this button here. So if you do that, but there's a problem. But there's a problem. So if you go in to add a product, there is no product. So we have to create a product real quick. So go over to payments. Using this button here. So if you do that, but there's a problem. So if you go in to add a product, but there's a problem. So if you do that, problem. But there's a problem. So if you go in to add a product, there is no product. So we have to create a product real quick.
Save that song. Shit's fire.
There is no product.
No, I see your message. You mean like the streaming messages, right? Or did you send another one? Yeah, I figured it was you, man. Yeah, the last message that I saw from you on Facebook was you saying that's why I talked to you about the thing I talked to you in private PM on Discord. Did you say anything after that? Because if you did, then no, I didn't see it.
So go over to payments and then go down.
Oh. Yeah, bro, the multi-stream is really buggy like that. It kind of pisses me off. My bad, dude. For whatever reason, YouTube is definitely the most consistent with comments. And Twitch. Twitch wasn't bad either, but YouTube's where it's at. What were you saying? Talking to yourself.
Go to payments and then go to products. Click on products and then import from Stripe.
Yeah, word. Do you plan on doing more YouTube, right? Shit. Yeah, that was like 15, 20 minutes that you were gone. So that's lame. Foundation, as in you've built a lot of. You build a lot of foundations. Like, do you have a meaning like with YouTube? Hmm. A boat job? Do you do like ceramic coating and stuff? Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I need to figure out a date or a just consistent schedule in general for the, calling it the Creator Accelerator program that's included for free with the software users, so we can all get together, create content, go over content strategy, that kind of stuff, but also hold each other accountable when it comes to creating content. Because that's one of the things that I struggled with too, and so many people struggle with, especially with YouTube, is creating something, or like whether it's recording it or scripting it and then just not finishing it. So if we hold each other accountable and just make everybody create content, edit the content, post the content every single week, like we'll all grow together, and it'll just be, I feel like it'll be a really cool community, because I've never heard of a community that's focused on just content creation. Because the real world's kind of similar. They have a, or at least when I was in there like 2 years ago, they had a campus for that, the UGC campus, but it wasn't very tight knit. I want this to be like a very exclusive community. Like, I'm only having 369 spots in it too, so it's cool that you sent 369 stars. Which, thanks again, by the way. Sorry, that was a long rant. Stripe. So if you click this, we're just gonna redo that entire thing. So now let's add. So now we are going to add. So now I'm going to show you how you can quickly add your software to your funnel. And of course, forgot I did a second take. We're not going to go too deep to join here. Then lastly, I will show you how to add your software to your website or funnel so people can then begin to buy it. I'm not going to go into any of the tiny nuance point in here. Get rid of all of that. Okay, yeah, multi-stream chat's glitching out again. So I have to go back to the YouTube chat. Let me read up. Yeah, the affiliate, bro, with the affiliate program too. I don't think I told you, but I'm either going, I think I'm going to start it at 50%, So 50% commission for the affiliate program. And then once someone gets 10 referrals, then they'll move up to the 60% commission. So they'll get 60% of the affiliate program if they refer 10 people. But affiliates, I want it to be like a really partnership-y kind of feel. So 50%, I feel like will be like, I've never heard of an affiliate program that's 50% before. So I want to have the best affiliate program ever. 50% reoccurring too, which is $50, but that adds up. But yeah, I have to actually make a note of that. So that's something I need to do this week. Especially since I'm getting all these videos done, it'll be really easy for you guys to not only learn how to use it and learn how to sell it, but also like you can show it to people. They'll do most of the explaining. Let's write this down. I want it to be indefinite. Oh yeah, no, I want it to be long term. For sure. Because that'll just be for the business hub. And then consumption, the CTO and I are building, well, I should say he's building other stuff. So that'll be, yeah, it'll be sustainable for the most part. It'll be, as far as money goes, onboarding people, helping them get set up and everything will be less scalable in a sense, unless I create an entire onboarding course, which I could do, especially with these videos. But right now I'm just trying to help as many people as possible, because that's one thing that not only I want to do in general, but with my daily videos, I don't want people to think like I'm only in it for the money. Like, I just want to, obviously I want to meet my goal for myself, but I want to help as many people as possible, put that goodwill out there, and just have like a really good community, and then get those results for other people. Because if they get good results, it'll help me get good results, and if I get good results, it'll help us get a bigger community, and it'll just be a snowball effect. No, it is true for sure. Definitely don't want to give away too much. But, I mean, it works for Alex Hormozy. But, I mean, even, because the software realistically doesn't cost me anything more when people use it. Aside from, they'll get $10 worth of credits for sending out emails, because emails are like fractions of a penny per email. So they'll get $10 of credits for that, and then all like the AI stuff that costs a little bit of money. But once they get past the $10 allowance, then they'll have to pay for that, and there'll be like a slight upcharge. So yeah, I'll be in good standing. Yeah, I just want people to like use the software, love the software, and then I want to have like that affiliate program there that's like a no-brainer to sell, because it is a really good product. If people are using the product, they can create content about it. So there's no limitation, but once they pass the $10 threshold, depending on how much that is, it's a lot to get past that $10 threshold. But if they're just using it every single day over and over and over, they'll eventually get past that threshold to the point where they'll be paying for the use of it and there'll be like a 20% upcharge on their use past that threshold, which is still pennies, but I will be making profit on that essentially. So if there's a bunch of people using it and they're, giving, and I'm getting profit on these little teeny fractions of a cent each time they're using something past that threshold, then there's just another income source there. Yeah. So there's not really any way that I could go negative that I've thought of. But yeah, giving as much as possible and then just getting the community up. That is the goal. While also producing good content for myself and also the affiliates down the road. So yeah, bro, if you're making 60% commission, you'll be making more than I would per customer. Like, I just want to be able to say that. Like, my affiliates make more per referral than I'll make. Like, just being able to say that, it's kind of like a flex, in my opinion. Like, I want my affiliates to be like wanting to go out there and just sell it. Then they'll have the best materials, the best branding to just sell it. And yeah, exactly. Like, if I have a bunch of people selling it for me, like, I'll be in a really good spot. Yeah, oh yeah, months and months of work. But yeah, if they make more per referral than I do, we'll all be making money, because I'll have a bunch of people making money for me, but they'll be making more per transaction than I would. So it's literally a win-win. I don't see how it could fail. So now I'm going to show you how you can quickly add your software to your funnel so you can start selling your software. I'm not going to go into any of the tiny nuances. So we can use, you've been following this course. If you've been following the high-level masterclass course, you already have following the high-level masterclass course, you already have a funnel you can add this to. If you don't, click on this new funnel button here. I guess not. Yeah, this thing's bugging still. Just gonna say, I thought the multi-stream chat was working again. Yeah, go for it, man. I'll be here for until I get this done. If you've been following the high-level masterclass course, you already have a funnel you can add this to. If you don't, click on this new funnel button here, add a funnel. But for the sake of, so I'm going to go into add a funnel. So I'm going to go into the SaaS funnels that I have. And then I have a software purchase funnel here. So I'm going to click into this. And I can go over to products. So I already have a product added to this funnel. If you go and try to add a product, you won't have a product here. So let's go to payments, go to products, and then import from Stripe. If you have your Stripe connected, which you should, it'll import all the products from Stripe that we have created. Stripe that we have created. And remember, when we created that software, and remember when we created the software packages, it automatically created a product in Stripe.
So if we import from Stripe, we can select. So we can select that. We can select. So we can select that product from Stripe and make sure it has agency plan in. Make sure it has agency. Select that product from Stripe and make sure. Make sure it has agency plan in brackets right there. Make sure it has. Stripe. Make sure it has agency plan in parentheses right there. So, because this is how you know it's right there. Because this is how you know that it is part of the agency account. This is how you know that it's actually the software. And then from there, you can add. And then from there, you can add up the setup fee. So the setup fee can be anything from a non-refundable deposit or just. So the setup fee can be any money that you want up front. So the setup fee can be. So the setup fee can be any money that you want up front. So if you have a free trial, so if you want like a $10 trial, want up front. So if you have a free trial, up front. So if you want like a $10 trial for a $100 software, the setup fee would be that $10. So other than that, just go ahead, import product and price. And then you can see that it will automatically populate with the data that we have created. So you can add any media. So you can change any of the media. So you can change any of the information here, but this looks good. So we're just going to save it. So now if we go back to our funnel, we will have the ability to add that product. So we have our example plan here. So you can go ahead, click that. The price is going to be imported from Stripe. And then you can just change all this information as you see fit. And then from there, what you need to do is add.
I can do that. I can do that tomorrow, possibly. New subscriber, Lightning571. Welcome, my brother. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I'm trying to keep them as short as possible. The exact opposite of what I've done with these videos here, this course right here. This shit is too long. This was like 40 minutes of footage. And the reason for that is just to be able to break it up so people can just digest it easier, and then it's easier for them to find like a specific thing that they're looking for once I have like a big catalog of different different videos and whatnot. This one is the final module in the high-level masterclass. And yeah, it'll be the last tutorial. Even like non-business related tutorials, I'm going to do the other style because it's just way cleaner. Yeah, this video just goes over like the agency, or I guess this whole entire course focuses on like the agency side of high level. Fit. And then from there, and then from there, and then from there, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, sure thing, bro. All you need to do is add... I'm not going to create a thumbnail for this either, because this is going to be a course module, and then this will be the like I said, this will be the final course module for this section. So I'll just take all of the course modules, put it in a video like this, and then just put it on YouTube. It'll be like a 8-hour video, I think. All you need to do is add the long ass video, but a 1 or 2 step order form. Yeah, just want to give away as much stuff as possible. And then from there, all you need to do is add a 1 or 2 step order form. So yeah, I'll go into the AI stuff after this, because I do not have to create a thumbnail. And then the item will be linked to the product that you have in the funnel. So you can see, so you can modify this as you see fit. If you were in the high-level masterclass, you will have an order form similar to this. And then once you're ready to go, just hit publish. Yeah, bro, and like I said, I think I don't even know how many hours. It was like 13 hours of footage before this module and the other module of just footage. And so it's section 1. That was it. Like 13 hours of footage. Yeah. I totally understand that, man. Because not only do you have to learn everything on this, but you also have to learn like a bunch of the other stuff that I haven't even covered, that I have all written down here for the next section. So I totally get it. And then you will be good to go, and then you will be good. And then you will be good to start accepting payments. People can start buying your software. Did you buy any of Tate's daddy token? Your software. Then we have the entire automation set up to where then they will get their login. Entire automation set up to where then they will get Yo, what's up, Sweet Teeth in the house on Instagram. Then we have the entire automation set up to where then they will get up. Did you make good money on it? Did you buy it pretty early? The entire
entire automation set up to where they'll get their login information, and then they'll be able to begin using your software.
Are you a Solana OG? I was fucking Binance Smart Chain degen because of SafeMoon, but I have not invested in crypto in almost 2 years now. Been too broke.
And what we'll cover in future modules are complex automations around this kind of stuff within the automations tab.
I actually had to sell all my crypto last summer so I could afford my apartment that I'm in right now. Because I was in a tough situation. Influencer Metacoin? What is that? It's been a year since I was in the real world. So yeah, last summer I was just in a rough spot. Couldn't afford it. I stopped paying for it. Used by Phase and Meta. First time I get an influencer Meta, man. Something is going on. Yeah. I get that. I mean, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. I'm surprised I haven't heard of that.
So now let's review. Again, you cannot do this. Again, you cannot do this if you do not have the Agency Pro plan.
Yep. Yeah, there's so many scammers and everything. You're probably big on Telegram then, yeah? 'Cause that's where I lived in 2021 and 2022. Always on Telegram.
Again, you cannot do this if you do not have the Agency Pro plan or have your Stripe connected. So if you want to use this, make sure.
Racist, man. Well, I'm sure there's a token for Trump when he got shot, right? I think that's kind of cool, especially with memes and stuff. Like, something goes viral, you're like, oh, is there a token for that? Wouldn't hurt to throw some money in it. Some gambling money.
So if you want to use this, make sure you sign up using my link.
An entire meme economy. Interesting thought. Interesting concept. Yeah, I kind of miss, or not kind of, I definitely miss the crypto scene. Yeah, NFTs, I'm sure too. It's another thing I'm looking forward to once I have expendable income. Not only like responsible investing, but just setting some money aside for gambling in that sense. Trump Tardio NFTs. Oh, really? Trump Tardio? The heck is a Tardio? Oh yeah, you're watching this on YouTube now, so you're seeing the vertical format as opposed to the Facebook is horizontal format. Oh, retardio coin. Figures. Yeah, I haven't heard of that one, but yeah, makes sense. No, steady money is safe money, man. Do you hold a lot of the blue chips, a lot of Bitcoin and ETH, in addition to Solana? No, that makes sense. Good old crypto. Oh, gotcha. I think it's cool, like, I guess the tribalism behind crypto too. Because I don't think I've met a Solana maxi IRL, if this counts as IRL. But I've met, yeah, a lot of Bitcoin maxis, Ethereum maxis, XRP maxis. I was a BSC maxi. Oh yeah, reinvesting in yourself is the best investment one can make. Are reflection tokens big on Solana? Earning reflections.
To high level, you get to make sure you sign up to the 30-day free trial of Go High Level. Sign up for the Agency Pro plan.
Do you have Solana bed sheets?
And then make sure you connect Stripe if you want to do everything that I have covered. And then once you do that, make sure you have all of the rebilling settings configured. Then make sure you go through all of the rebilling. Then make sure you go through all of the rebilling settings and then make sure you go through all of the rebilling settings and configure them properly.
I was just being... I was just asked if you had Solana bed sheets, since you're the most Solana maxi you can meet. Solana t-shirt, Solana hat, Solana blankets. Alright, almost done with this shit. Then I'll show you what the AI is, and then I'm actually not going to do any Elden Ring tonight. So I'm gonna end streams at 6. That's when I start my evening routine, so I can be in bed by 7. So I gotta do my daily recording vlog. I figured I was just cracking wise. I'm just talking shit.
Thing that I have covered. Then make sure you go through all of the rebilling settings and configure them properly. And then lastly, make sure that you have all the packages that you want in addition to the features within each package. And I cannot stress this enough that you need to keep it as simple as possible for your
I will for sure.
Customer's sake, because it can be very hard to keep track of all the features within each package.
Oh, I'll flex. It's actually pretty cool. So you can change like the tonality and everything.
Do not exceed 3 packages. Ideally, I would recommend 1 package, maybe 2 packages. Do not exceed 3 packages. unless you really want to.
Oh, I
And
see.
You can do whatever you want, but for common practice, 3 is usually the max. 3 is the max.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, you missed out if you weren't in the live stream.
Unless you really want to. Again, you can do unless you really want to. Again, you can do whatever you want, but for common practice, 3 is usually the max. 3 is the max. Three is the max.
Obviously, I wouldn't say it like that, but no, I get, I get what you mean.
So that is the end of this module.
Oh, excuse me.
I appreciate you watching. You are now ready to sell your own software. You are now ready to sell your own software. I hope you're feeling or join the official Go High Level community group on Facebook. Again, if you have any questions, you have your own. Again, if you have any questions, software, you have your own. You are now ready to sell your own software. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, High Level Support, the Tyrant Empire community, or join the official Go High Level community group on Facebook. Or the Tyrant Empire community, or join the official Go High Level community group on Facebook. All these resources will help you answer any questions you have. Any of these resources will help you answer any questions that you have. Any of these resources will help you answer any questions that you have. Support the Tyrant Empire community. Any of these
Mother sucker.
or join the official Go High Level community group on Facebook. All these resources Any of these resources will help you answer any questions that you have. So, with that said, my friend, I will see you in the next module. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video. And I will see you in the next video. Keep conquering.
All right. What a pain in the ass. Not a fan of editing. Oh, wow. All right, let me show you this AI. All right. Hydrate real quick. So, let's do. Let's see. Do an overview of your content creation capabilities. Is that how you spell capabilities? Capabilities. So you can add keywords too. So we can do personal brand. Do solo entrepreneur. And oh, is YouTube being weird? So I clicked on that little AI logo that's like right here behind this. Like it's underneath the little content box. And then you just click generate content. And it'll bring you to this. So let's do one more. Content ecosystem. The writing tone. Let me know when you're in. See, I'm gonna need to refresh chat. Weird. The multi-stream chat is still frozen. So if you are in Facebook or watching this on Facebook, let me know, because I can't see any new messages on Facebook for whatever reason. But I'm assuming you're watching, because I can now select the writing tone. It can be funny, casual, excited, professional. Oh, really? Like the text is too small? It's unreadable? The text is unreadable.
I'm not a saint, you mad? Your sugar-coated doll is not so pure, my bad. I don't get
For the writing tone, we have funny, casual, excited, professional, witty, sarcastic, feminine, masculine, bold, grumpy, respectful, and persuasive. We can do funny.
like that.
Hmm.
Spend the night, I'm talking. You
I'll have to fix that. Let me see.
spit your words on someone else. Don't act like you're so obsessed with me, You know that I ain't coming back, I'm sorry. Read my lips, you do not like that. You're drowning without me. Take it all back, but if you want my sympathy, honey, well, come as a bitch, get ready for this. Trust my best, confess. You hate me wearing the pants. You were so damn obsessed with making me a perfect.
Yeah, there's a compromise. Well, probably too loud. Yeah, due to the aspect ratio, it's either going to be too small and unreadable, or too cropped but readable. So I have zoomed it in a bit. So hopefully, I'm actually curious what that looks like. Let me see. Oh, because, yeah, the chat's in the way, too. Can you... Wait. Oh, yeah, you just have to hide the chat in the settings on the 3 dots. Well, I guess that is a little bit better. Yeah, still not the best. Yeah, vertical's only really good for gaming, like gaming streams. But anyway, we'll do a... Yeah, exactly. It ain't the same. So you can do the writing tone, we'll just do funny. Number of variations, we'll do 3. Then length of... Yeah, do it. I want to see. Length of content, small, medium, large, or custom. We'll do medium. Just generate. So it'll give you as many variations as you asked for. So in this instance, we have 3 variations. And then you essentially just want to use these as templates because you can copy it, and then from here you can edit it. Because you don't want to just copy and paste AI stuff, because people will be able to tell. But this is definitely goofy. I'll show you how to juggle words, visuals, and strategies like a circus performer with too much caffeine, all while keeping it cool as the other side of the pillow. So grab your popcorn and prepare to be dazzled by some top-notch infotainment that's more gripping than your granny's vice-like handshake during family reunions. Don't miss out on witnessing firsthand how this content wizard makes the internet bow down with awe, or at least nod politely. See you there. This doesn't make video yet. Yeah, video is a beast in and of itself. But that is what we are working on behind the scenes in a few different ways. Because there's stuff like Luma Labs that's cutting edge right now. But they have a big ass team behind them and a lot of data and a lot of compute. So they're able to get away with really good quality for AI. Oh yeah, no, not yet. I've been using Luma for that because they're the best in the game right now. But we'll get there eventually. Yeah, I was doing a lot of Luma videos in terms of content because of the fact that I'm trying to grow my audience as big as possible. Yeah, AI video is still very not. I mean, even Luma's good, but it's still, you'll get a lot of weird stuff because the AI is just weird. But and how far it's come, it's definitely, yeah, Luma's the best for now until Sora comes out. Then even Gen 3 from Runway is supposed to be really good. I haven't tried that one though, not yet. Yeah, the space moves too quick. A software that pump video editing kind of style, not like AI in particular made, but add assets of videos, info, etc., and build a short form video style. Yeah, there's a InVideo is one of the best for that. There are actually quite a few, and it's funny you bring that up too, because that's on my content calendar to kind of explore the different AI video creators. But InVideo is, yeah, it'll add a lot of assets, a lot of B-roll, and a bunch of other stuff, which I can actually show you. InVideo, yeah, I can send you the link to it.
So come with me to a place afar where the palm trees dance and sway. So run with me. If we leave right now, we might make it in time. The sunset is fading, but the light's not gone. The ocean waves have just begun. The water is calling, the night is young. So if I lay down, will you come? So if I lay down, will you come? So if I lay down, will you come? I don't wanna leave this place, I don't wanna go. For some reason I felt like that I've always known. This is where
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily.
this place is where the sun shines forever free. The sunset is fading, but the light's not gone. The ocean waves.
I actually just deleted all my affiliate links from Discord because it was kind of. I can do a better job with it. But yeah, I sent you my affiliate link. I just have everything on my document. But yeah, InVideo is definitely the best because yeah, you can just type it in like that, and there's like an editor built in too, so it'll create something and then you can just kind of edit it, and then it also creates like voiceovers and stuff. Oh, I didn't know you can change the languages. That actually might be. I know YouTube's coming out with that feature here really soon. So you can upload your video to tons of different languages. But this would be nice to just create like a different channel. A Spanish channel, a French channel, a Russian channel. Same videos, just different languages. You can clone your voice? Interesting. Yeah, AI just moves too quick. I have not. It's been like 2 months since I've looked at this, and they already have a bunch of different shit. Wild. We having something. There's a. So I want something like CapCut built in. Something that is really easy to use, that has access to everything here. And yeah, it's just a matter of getting investment capital, because it's a lot of work just for one dude to do it, and consumption doesn't want to just only do that. So yeah, we need a development team. So just got to leverage this as much as possible in its current state. Add on stuff here and there where we can, and yeah, it'll just be a snowball effect. Hmm. 2019, bro. It's come such a long way. Even from the jump from 2021 to 2022. Where was it? 2022 to 2023. I made a post about it. Same prompt, different time, like a year time difference, and completely night and day difference. Literally. Well, shit, man. I finished my task. I'm gonna eat and then gonna make my video and then just pass out. 'Cause I got like an hour and a half till bedtime. Dude, for real. And it is only going to get even crazier. But I appreciate you stopping by again, man. And thanks again for the 369. The keys to the universe. I know. Weekends are hard because I have my boy. And I don't want him running around getting into stuff and whatnot. But during the week, yeah, there's not really an excuse to not do this. So yeah, Monday through Thursday. Oh, who's that? Tazina has subscribed. Welcome. It's just about to end the stream. Yeah. No, I'll live stream tomorrow, and yeah, I'll get a lot of work done in the morning, so I'll have some good stuff to work on, and then I'll hopefully get everything done early so I can do some Elden Ring with some push-ups. Been wanting to do that for a while, but I'm too tired now, and it'd only be like a 30-minute stream, so I'm gonna break my fast. Yeah, welcome Tazina. Alright, Alex, I will see you later, brother. Again, thanks for the 369, the star donation.